Hello my shinies, Crystal Kitsune here, and today we are playing Unturned. Now last time we played we had some technical difficulties. I edited out a lot of the stuff that happened in one particular area because it was laggy as fuck. But this time I'm not using the webcam, so hopefully that will help. Also, I'm going to try a new map. Instead of Hawaii, which what we were doing before, we were playing Unturned Hawaii map, which was huge. There's also a new map that just came out because of the 3-year anniversary for Unturned, and it is a Germany map. We had Russia, we've had Washington, PEI, as you can see, there's Washington, the Yukon. These are official maps, and this is the new official map here. It's a huge survival map, even around the same size as the Russia map, but we never did do the Russia map. So we're just going to get into the Germany map. As you can see, there's like a big castle here. They mentioned something about like an underwater town that has good loot and stuff in the synopsis type thing. Where you go in and read about the updates and stuff, and it mentions like an underground, like not underground, but underwater town. Give me 1 second. Okay, so here we are. We can see that this is a pretty big map. We can zoom out and we can see that this is what we have to work with, and we are here. So we got a quarry, a compound, we got some farms, we got Cologne, Fernwip, prison, Berlin, military base. Here's the castle, Neuschwanstein, yeah, I don't know, Marby farm, a dam, Frankfurt airfield, another farm, Hamburg. So there's a couple of towns, Munich, big towns and little towns. So yeah, so we got a new map to play with. So I guess we should get started. We shall find, I think I'm heading towards Munich right now, so we can creep into there and get some supplies, hopefully, with any luck. Yeah, here's a nice little town coming up. So I know we didn't really do much in Hawaii, and it's, you know, kind of, I guess, sucky that we changed maps again, but I like to see the maps for myself, you know, in person. I mean, pictures don't really do it justice because sometimes they miss things. When they did a revamp of one of the first maps, they added in like a Pirate's Cove type thing, which added like a cave and, you know, some, you know, interesting things there. So we okay, there's a backpack right here. So there's stuff that people haven't like seen or heard haven't seen yet. So we've got this backpack now. There's some rope. We don't need that. But we can take this t-shirt and put on. There's some binoculars that we can use. Let's see if there's any food in here. There's some eggers. Now, back in the day when I first started playing this, there wasn't a things didn't really spoil. My very first time that I started playing this, things didn't have like a shelf life type thing. So when you picked up something, it just stayed in your inventory until you used it. And then, you know, it was either usable or, you know, you eat it, and it's fine. So, okay, before this happens, we got a knife. So, let me pause this for a second. I need to do something real fast. I'm sorry. Okay, so we're back. I had to use the facilities. For some reason, I have a really stupid ass stomach that every time I get ready to record, it starts to mess up. And why aren't you working? And of course the battery's dead on my freaking mouse. Wonderful. Okay, well I guess we're doing this with this shitty trackpad. So, yay for us. So we're gonna probably welcome death a few times because of that. I don't know why they like, sometimes there's stuff in the washers and dryers and other times there's not, so I don't know why they like bother to put them in things when there's usually nothing in them. And then where the frick did you come from? You just came through the window. Like, hello. Or from here, I'm not sure. We have a t-shirt already, so... Ooh, another backpack. Thank you. Oh, he dropped some binoculars, but we already have binoculars, so... let me see what... Oh, I guess we can use the shirt for bandages, since we already have a shirt, so we can go into our inventory, which you would think I inventory, not G, but whatever. So we can click on this and salvage. For bandages, we can click on this and salvage for bandages. A white day pack, yellow day pack, same thing, so we can use this for salvage. And now we can craft some bandages. Oh, you can make a cake. Cool. Yeah, so they added, like, apparently a bunch of stuff, more weapons and stuff, into this particular game, which is cool. I mean, if you like weapons, which is essential, you know, for survival. I guess. For, at least in this type of game, you need weapons. And of course, I always like the silent weapons, like swords, that kind of stuff. Oh, look, a whole bunch of shirts and stuff we can make more bandages with. Come on. Okay, sorry for the, like, jerky, janky mouse controls on this thing. I had my external mouse, and when I went to go use the restroom, I left it on. It probably wouldn't have mattered. It probably would have died or something while I was using it. But I haven't replaced the batteries in a while, so that's probably why it died. Just a little foresight that I didn't check before I started using it. I mean, it was working when I first turned it on and whatnot and started playing, but then I went AFK for a while, and then now dead battery. So we have to deal with this stupid janky trackpad one, which really irritates me. I mean, of all the videos that I have complained about this mouse, it's definitely not a gaming trackpad. It's not as good as the one that's on my other computer. But one of these days, if and whenever I get like a desktop, then I can actually use, you know, a real mouse or something and not a trackpad, because that's just bullshit. So you just have to kind of put up with this weird trackpad situation, at least for this episode, and hopefully it's not too laggy. Without the webcam, it shouldn't be as laggy. I do get like a thing once in a while saying that it's having issues, but let's see if we can sneak up on this guy. just killed that mofo. Get some rope. Some more rope. Ooh, a flashlight. Need that. Definitely. For when the night inevitably comes, which will here pretty soon. Sooner if not rather than later. It will happen. So we do need a flashlight, so picking that up was awesome. We do need to equip that though, instead of the binoculars. Okay, it already did. I was gonna say, I thought the binoculars equipped it itself into slot 2, but I guess it figured, oh look, flashlights from priority, so good on them. So now we're just looking for more food, other supplies. We could go for a better weapon, but at least this is actually a weapon. It's better than nothing. So it's better than not having a weapon. Oh, there's the door. Oh, there's some duct tape down here. Sweet. Okay, so next house. We'll probably only be like going through some of these houses just to look for supplies and stuff. Oh, look, pool table. Cool. For mostly like food and any better weapon than, like, my best weapon I think is probably the katana, just because it's a great powerful weapon, unless they changed it, which is possible because they do that a lot. But when I was playing Unturned back in the days of it being first kind of new and all that, the katana was pretty kick-ass. It was pretty OP, like, you swung it and it killed stuff pretty fast. So it was a pretty good weapon. I think I've got the katana before, before the Hawaii map. I think I got a katana, and it was cool. And then they updated with the Hawaii map. I don't think we ever found a katana in the Hawaii map, because we didn't really get far in the Hawaii map. But unless they do another update on this one, we might not get too far in this one either. I want to like establish myself in one of these worlds and actually like try to survive, like not just wander through and, you know, collect shit, and because each day is a new spawn, so you can get different stuff each time you log out and then log back in again. And when we were on a game, and I had put ourselves in a farm, and then when I logged back in, I wasn't paying attention, and we got killed because the respawn of the zombos basically was just like, okay, you're dead. I didn't even think about it, like, I didn't even think about it, to be honest. Like, I logged back in, and then I, like, didn't pay attention to what happened. Like, we were in a place, and I logged in, and didn't pay attention to what happened, and we died. And that was before I started recording, too. So, I logged into the game, and then that happened, and then I'm like, oh shit. So, I need to start putting these into rags, because we're going to run out of space otherwise. Because these things take up 6 slots per item. So, we'll do that. And I guess we can make some stuff out of that. I do need to eat something, I think. Let's equip this. Get some liquid. Okay, that's better. And let's get some food. I guess we can eat some eggs. Okay, so that helped that out. I didn't mean to eat twice, but sure. Okay, now we can try to craft some bandages. Okay. And now we can take this, equip, equip, equip. Okay, there we go. Okay, all good with that. Actually, I think we were like in a store and it was empty when I first came in. And then it was like there was a zombie that had spawned in after the fact. Because we had cleared out this store. And then I came back into the store and there was a zombie like right next to me. And they were like, oh, hi. And then we died. And then when I started the game again, they're all like, I'm all like, oh, well, like we died and then we got picked up or put somewhere else. We were in a totally different part of the map because we died. And we hadn't put down a sleeping bag or anything, so we ended up... Ah! That's not what I wanted. Jeez fucking Christ. Scared the shit out of me. I was expecting that guy to be there. Whew, but we survived. Barely. There's a duder over here, so we're gonna just sneak up on this duder here. See, when you get them from behind, they like don't turn around, so it's like you smack them and then you kill them because they don't turn around. It's like this guy here that's in the pizza joint. He's facing that direction. So we can sneak up on him. And he doesn't even turn around. So the thing I don't like about this trackpad is that you have to click the trackpad, like to make make it do something. Either click it or tap it. You know, like it's not like it has a button underneath it. It's just trackpad, all trackpad. So it's annoying because when you're trying to do something like turn, it doesn't always turn like it's supposed to. So you get kind of like this weird janky ass turn. It's like very jagged or whatever. There was a tomato. I was hoping something would actually be in one of these things. And it wasn't just for shits and giggles. There's like kind of like not as many zombies here as I thought there would be. Like they're usually like all over the place. Like I mean, they're there, but like the grocery store that we went to last time had like 2 or 3 people in it. The pizza joint had like 2 or 3 people in it. So yeah, it's just kind of like okay. So I'm actually just gonna like stand kind of out here in the road, because I don't want to spawn or go into any building, because we're getting to the end of the recording, and I don't want to stand out or stand in a building because that's what happened last time. I wasn't prepared when I logged back in, and some douchey zombie that respawned because it was a new day, and I died. So we're just gonna stand out in the street. I'm gonna try to be super careful next time when we come back. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a like, share with your friends, follow me on Twitter, Instagram. There's the left side is a link to a video that YouTube suggests you can check out. In the middle, my face, you can go there to subscribe. You know about the goal. We lost a couple of subscribers, but you know, that just happens. People either get disinterested or YouTube unsubscribes them for them. So it could be any matter of things. I'm trying not to get discouraged about losing the 2 subscribers. So I'm gonna just keep plugging away. I'll either gain them or lose them. Just depends on the person, I guess. Also, on the other side, on the right here, will be a link to my merchandise store. It's not I mean, it's there, but I should probably stop putting it there because, I mean, I know there's not enough people that are subscribed to me that really want to buy. If they haven't bought anything yet, they probably won't. So, whatever. I don't even own one of the new designs of the t-shirt because I keep forgetting about it. But thanks so much for watching. Again, sorry about the pause and the, I guess, probably shitty quality of the video, and no webcam, because I just want to make sure that this, you know, runs as smoothly as you can. I don't want to have a lot of lag, so some of these videos, these games won't have a webcam because of the game is kind of high end, and for some reason it just doesn't want to run both things at the same time without having issues with the sync. So, not kitchen sync, but the syncing of the voice and the sound and the voice. My lips move faster than the sound, or vice versa, or whatever. So, that said and done, thanks again, and I'll see you next time, everybody. Bye-bye.